Hi, everyone. We're here talking about employee engagement. Now, the other day in a video, I referenced competition and how it's a little bit complicated. It deserved its own video. Well, here it is for you. So many people love to implement competitive uh, games into their workplace. And I want you to rethink that. Competition within the workplace is fantastic for your top achievers, but it will backfire on you for the middle of the road performers and even those with sluggish performance. So, if your goal is to weed out only the top performers, then go ahead and employ those competitive games. I'm going to say with an asterisk though, because at your peril. What you end up with ultimately is those in the middle and those at the bottom end up leaving your culture. You hire only for those super top performers. You end up with a culture of super chickens. If you don't know what I mean by super chickens, look up Margaret Heffernan's wonderful TED Talk on YouTube, and you'll find out why it's not great to have an ecosystem of only top performers. Why competition is bad for the middle of the road and the sluggish performers is they typically already know that they're not great. And it's not the way to motivate them by calling out publicly to their peers the differences between them and the others. There are other ways to motivate them that are so much better. Now, one way where competition can work is if you set up a structure to have people compete with their former version of themselves. That's where it can work, but here's the thing, don't call it a competition. The very nature of competitive engagement for some people is an absolute turnoff. It's usually the bosses, the leaders who love competition themselves, who are attracted to bringing it into the workplace. But it's usually seen as a reason for a mid-level performer to justify their feelings of insecurity, or provide evidence for their feelings of insecurity, and sometimes will actually shut them down. So you can look instead for ways for people to compete against their former version of themselves, but you want to call it a growth plan or a progress indicators. You can gamify it, just ensure that it doesn't include the word competition. You will start seeing some of your lower performers thrive in an environment where their differences aren't called out. If you don't know me, I'm business anthropologist Janine Merkel-Pearlstein, and I'm here to ensure that you and all of your employees show up every day happy at work.